In a move that comes straight out of thin air, Richard Pybus is set to return as head coach of the West Indies team, in a move that has taken everyone by surprise. As Ruskin Mark explains, some former players are in disbelief over the revelation of his planned return to West Indies cricket.
A quick info report suggests that Richard Pybus, the West Indies high-performance director, has agreed to take up the role of head coach full-time, replacing the interim coach Nick Potas. Pybus' contract is to run until the 2019 Test Series against India, which follows the ODI World Cup in England. The position of West Indies head coach had been vacant since Stuart Law resigned from the position less than 2 years into his job. He left West Indies to take up a 4-year contract with the English county team Middlesex. Originally, the fielding coach, Potas, was made interim head coach for the recent tour of Bangladesh that followed Law's exit. West Indies lost the Test and ODI series 2-0 and 2-1 respectively, but won the T20s by a 2-1 margin. Pybus took over as high-performance director in February, his role requiring him to work alongside selectors and coaches across all levels of the game in the Caribbean. He had previously served as the West Indies director of cricket from 2013 to the end of 2016, when he chose not to renew his contract. But this appointment was met with regret and disbelief in some quarters. Former West Indies opener Desmond Haynes questioned the process of appointing him. It would be great to ask President Dave Cameron about his appointment and when it was advertised, he wrote in a Facebook post. Darren Sammy, who captained the West Indies when Pybus was director of cricket, expressed disbelief at his return, insisting that it must be fake news. Then a day later says he's still hoping it's not true, as he suffered directly from the policies adopted under Pybus' rule as director of cricket. He implemented a policy that made participation in West Indies domestic competitions mandatory for international selection across formats. This was in part responsible for a number of senior players choosing to focus solely on playing T20 leagues around the world to the detriment of West Indies cricket. The West Indies are getting set to host England across all formats in early January. Ruskin Mark, TDT Sports.